we did a segment about the policies President Donald Trump is implementing that are slowly killing Americans. Now, if you thought that he was a cruel bastard when it comes to human life, you'd be correct. But his administration is doing more things that fly in the face of respect for life, not just human life, but animal life as well. Because as Nicole Goodkind of Yahoo News reports, the Trump administration officially withdrew an Obama-era rule that would set higher standards for the treatment of animals whose meat could be sold as organic. The rule, created under the United States Department of Agriculture, would require poultry to be housed in spaces large enough to move freely and fully stretch their wings. Livestock would be required to have some access to outdoor space year-round. The USDA officially overturned the rule Monday after delaying its implementation 3 times. It was first created in 2016 and built on 7 years of deliberation. The rule was poised to hurt large-scale organic egg farms that house up to 180,000 birds in one barn, said the Organic Trade Association, which represents organic farmers. Some of these farms house as many as 3 egg-laying hens per square foot, with no time spent outdoors. In contrast, Organic Valley, one of the most popular medium-scale organic producers in the United States, provides each bird with 5 square feet of space. In Europe, birds are given 43 square feet. 6 out of 10 Americans say that it's highly important that animals used to produce organic food are raised on farms with higher standards of animal welfare. More than half of Americans say it's highly important that animals used to produce organic food are able to go outside and move freely. So this regulation was barely on the books for a couple of years, and they're doing away with it already. It was a massive accomplishment when it was passed, a small step in the right direction, and he's doing away with it. But that's not all, because if you care about animal welfare, then earlier in the month, Donald Trump's administration did something else that not only is egregious, but it encourages a behavior that is so obscene it can only be described as murder. As Rachel Newer of the New York Times reports, the United States has moved to allow hunters to import big game trophies, including elephant tusks and lion hides, acquired in certain African countries with approvals granted on an individual basis. The decision, reported in a memorandum published last week by the Federal Fish and Wildlife Service, overturns an Obama-era ban on some trophies and contradicts public statements by President Trump, who had endorsed the restrictions. So not only is this policy change disgusting, but it serves as yet another broken promise of Donald Trump. Because on the campaign trail, he stated that he supports these rules and he wouldn't overturn them, but here he is overturning these rules, presumably so his 2 idiot sons can do some big game hunting and import those, quote, trophies back to the United States. But the good news about that part of the story is that animal advocacy groups are suing the Interior Secretary, Ryan Zink, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's still going to go into effect because these are things that his administration is doing unilaterally. There isn't no debate about it, no discussion, they're just being changed like that. So Donald Trump has absolutely no respect for life on this planet. Not only does he not care about human life and is doing things that will kill humans, but he's doing things that increase suffering that already exists when it comes to other types of organic life on this planet. And also, he doesn't care about climate change, decided to withdraw from the Paris Climate Accord, which didn't do nearly enough. So he also hates the planet, doing things that will literally kill the planet. This is an administration that, I mean, this isn't too surprising, but it doesn't have any regard for life whatsoever, and it's absolutely despicable.
Support this podcast by becoming a patron at patreon.com/Humanist Report.